Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back in. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on what I just read on, I think it was the Jasmine brand. Well, actually, some of y'all told me this last night. Last night I went live, y'all, so if you missed the live, it's saved, but yeah, I went live last night. But some of you tried to tell me, well, not tried to tell me, some of you informed me last night in the live that Basketball Wives was not having a reunion and this season was going to be extremely short. Now, I did know that the season was, well, you guys were right. Again, because I just read it on the Jasmine brand. But I knew this season was going to be short, but I think that, like, after this week's episode, like next week's episode is going to be the very last episode of this season. I think it's a wrap for Basketball Wives. I think this, I think who confirmed it? Evelyn confirmed that there won't be a reunion. What else did I write down? Yeah. Evelyn confirmed that there won't be a reunion. I think the ratings are tremendously low this season. I know a lot of people are probably placing the blame on OG. This is the thing, right? At the end of the day, I think this just goes to show that people are starting to get fed up. Like, I understand that, listen, you can't go around here treating people the way you want to treat people and then try to act like that's the thing, like I always say. Y'all gonna stop trying to act like we not watching what we watching. That's the real gag. And that's across the board with Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's with Basketball Wives and any other show. Like, y'all have really, there are people out there who are really trying to convince the world that what OG experienced was not colorism. And it definitely is. People don't want to admit, like, Evelyn, don't get it twisted. I have told y'all this 50,000 times. Evelyn was my favorite, her and Tammy. Am I a little bit disappointed in Evelyn? I am. I'm not going to lie. I don't know if disappointment is the right word for the lack of a better word. I'll say disappointed because Evelyn was my favorite. And for her to pull this stunt with the whole monkey emoji and, I have black children and all this bullshit that don't have nothing to do with nothing. And for her not to, I think the thing is with me is that instead of people just accepting responsibility for what they did to this woman, they are going around in a circle trying to make it seem as though what she experienced wasn't that. They won't even acknowledge that they locked this girl in a different room like a fucking animal. And the truth of the matter is, like, I saw a clip of it, of the last episode, not last night, but the week before last. But those girls, the new two girls, y'all can't speak for OG. Quiet as it's kept. Bitch, y'all don't even really know what's going on. I mean, yeah, I'm sure y'all watched the season. But in this, y'all really don't know what's going on. We're supposed to pretend. Y'all don't even know what's going on. OG is very capable of speaking for herself. You don't have to relay a message. You don't need to go over there and tell them how OG felt and all this stuff. You don't need to do that. And the truth of the matter is, the person who could really put a stop to this is the bitch who not saying nothing, and that's fucking Shawnee O'Neal. You quick to kick Brandy off the motherfucking island when she was cussing your ass out on that beach and getting your ass together. You want to dismiss her. So you got enough power to dismiss her in the moment, but you don't have enough power to put this shit to end on camera. Well, let me go over here and talk to OG so I can get a better understanding of what. And then have a conversation. And then when we work it, you know what, OG? You right. And I think the problem with me is I just want these bitches to admit that they was dead ass wrong. Y'all were wrong. Y'all were so fucking wrong for doing that girl the way y'all did that girl. I don't give a damn how you treated Tammy. I don't give a damn how you treated the other girls. You didn't lock the other girls in the fucking room. You didn't go around trying to make it seem as though they were just these violent people. You didn't. And then you try to take all of that away. You try to brush all of that under the rug and say, oh, it's because she experienced something when she was a child. That's why she got a problem now. Bitch, what? Girl, no, bitch. I'm telling you what I experience right now is because it's what I experience right now, bitch. What the fuck? Like... I think that people need to understand that it is okay. I know it may be hard. It is okay to say, you know what? Maybe I was misogynistic before. Maybe I was homophobic before. Maybe I was a colorist before. Maybe I was a racist before. And I saw I had some fucked up ways and a fucked up way of thinking. And it may be because of the way that I grew up. Or it may be the things that, you know, I was taught or whatever. But I have unlearned those things and I'm a better person. And I will try my hardest to make sure that when those things happen around me, I call them out. I think if they would have said that, I think that would have made a big difference. There are racist people out there who have had a change of heart, believe it or not. There are homophobic people out there who have had a change of heart. There are colorists out there who have had a change of heart. So just because you were one way, you know, 5 years ago, even last year, doesn't mean that you can't change your ways. But it's okay to acknowledge that you were that person, but I'm no longer that person right in this moment. But for these bitches to try to act like, oh, bitch, I ain't did nothing wrong. I don't know why she mad. Why she mad? Girl, we ain't did nothing to that bitch. Oh, she just mad because she went through something when she was a child. She just mad because we said she was ugly. And quiet as this kept, if you really want to know the real tea, and my biological sister will tell you this, and my lesbian friend will tell you this, girl, quiet as this kept, you know, girl, I remember when I saw Evelyn. Now, let me tell y'all something. I started watching Basketball Wives because of Tammy. I heard that there was some woman named Tammy on the show. And I was like, well, let me just tune in and see what this is about. And I was like, oh my God, there goes Tammy from Real World. I used to love The Real World. That was like one of my dreams in life, was to be on The Real World. So anyways, I used to love Tammy on Real World. And I remember watching a couple of episodes and I kind of like tapped out of it. And then I remember watching the reunion. And I remember Evelyn having on that pink and orange dress and an updo. And I remember telling my sister, I don't know why people think that woman is cute, because she is the ugliest one on the stage. She looked just like a man to me. I used to say that Evelyn looked just like a man. Evelyn looked like a trans. Go. I know that gonna sound that. This I'm just telling y'all. This is what I thought back then. Evelyn looked like a trans woman who was transitioning. She was very strong in the face. I swear to God. I never understood why people thought Evelyn was cute. But Evelyn is one of my faves. You know, I don't know if she's one of my faves now because she's leaving a sour taste in my mouth. But anyways, girl, I don't know why I had to tell y'all that story about Evelyn and me not thinking she was cute back in the day. But anyways, but I think she's a very pretty girl now. So yeah, I think this might be the end of Basketball Wives. Goes to show, bitch. When we can fuck up, we can go, bitch. Goes to show we can break up the scene. If we really want to break up the scene, we can break up the scene. If we want to break up the scene, hello, we got the power. We ain't gonna say, you know, I ain't gonna lie. I watched the first 2 episodes. How many episodes I reviewed? 2, and then I think I started watching the 3rd, and then I got pissed off. Then I turned it off. And then the other day, I went back and I tried to watch. Then I think I finished the 3rd episode. I can't remember. And then I started watching the new episode of like last week. So I was peeping in here and there, but goes to show, baby, you can fuck up. Not everybody gonna be running around here like a chicken with their head cut off because, girl, that check that your ass was getting from VH1, you might not get it no more. Anyways, I wanted to talk about this white man named Matt James. The Bachelor. Yeah, I said white man. It was a black guy, actually. I don't really keep up with The Bachelor, but supposedly he picked a white contestant to be his future wife. Girl, you know what the real gag is? I remember, I think like a few months ago before The Bachelor even came on, Matt James was talking about how frustrated he was because everybody was like, oh, he gonna pick a white girl anyway, so it don't matter. He was so frustrated. I'm gonna put the article in I'm gonna put the description, the link to the article in the description box. He was so frustrated because he felt like, how can you just assume that I'm gonna pick a white girl? And guess who he picked in the end? A white girl. I said, these niggas be so full of shit. Nigga, you knew you was gonna pick a white girl. Everybody knew, even me, and I don't even watch The Bachelor. Even I knew you was gonna pick a white girl. Because that's what you give. You give, I got a white wife. He says that even before The Bachelor, every girlfriend he had before was a black girl. I don't believe that at all. There's no way in hell that every girlfriend you had has been black and then all of a sudden, boom, you got a white girlfriend. I just don't believe it. And then when I look at your friends, basically what's going on is the girl that he picked, I think her name is Rachel Cannell, something like that. I think she supposedly, something happened with something racist happened. And so he felt the need to break off the relationship because after he explained to her about how it is to live his life as a black man and this and that and this and that, I guess she still act like she didn't understand. I don't know. Like I said, I don't keep up with it, but I just think it's funny that this black man who says he had all black girlfriends now get a white girl. This bitch pretty much an undercover racist. Hello? And now you come in here, you don't understand how it is to be a black man. Girl, quiet as it's kept. I saw a video of him and some of his friends out golfing. I'm going to probably put the video at the end of this video. Some of him and his friends were golfing. All of those guys in that video that I saw were white. I'm sorry. Let me tell y'all something. If you black and you got all white friends, it's a problem. I had went to the Eagle last week. It's a bar here in Houston. It was probably about 15 people in the bar, empty as hell. And when I say 15 people, I'm including me, the bartenders, the people who walk around and wipe off the tables. It was a group of people. It was like 5 white guys, 2 or 3 white girls, and 1 black dude. And it was some country music playing, and that was all jumping up and down and having a good time. And I was just looking at this nigga like, how out of all these white people, you the only black person in the group? I don't know why that bothers me, but it just does. Out of all, and then y'all all on the goddamn dance floor singing country songs. And you jumping up and down. Cause they can't dance. So they have to jump up and down because you know they ain't got no rhythm. Now, if it would have been half black and half white, I'd have been like, okay, girl, I'm not saying you can't be friends with white people. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I think it is a problem when I see a group full of white people and be that one token nigga in the group. I had became sisters. One of my sisters at my job, he was a Hispanic guy. I used to go out with him and his boyfriend who was white all the time. We used to have the best time. They was so sweet and so nice. I haven't spoken to them in a couple of years, but when we used to work together, we used to go out all the time. And people probably thought the same thing. I mean, why he hanging out with them? Because even though my friend was Hispanic, he looked like he was white, but he was Hispanic though. I know people probably thought like, why is this nigga hanging out with these 2 white boys? So they probably thought the same thing about me. But girl, you ain't gonna never see me hanging out with no 17 white people. Girl, because it's gonna be about 7 white, it's gonna be at least 7 niggas in a bunch with us. I'm sorry, girl. Anyways, girl. Matt James, I think you low-key full of shit. You picked her. You proposed to her. Anyways, that's it. I'm gone, y'all. Bye.
Easy, Maddie.
You ain't got it, Matt. You ain't got it.
Matt's about to seal the deal for the win, baby. Let's go.
Think I can take this?
Matt, let's go.
I'll use this putter.
Let's go.
Let's go, Matt. Nice and in the
For the win, baby.
well, pretty much for the win.
Careful now.
Look at Jerry all nervous and shit.
Jerry's very nervous.
You gotta see it through. But how was Victoria's fun? You know, because when I look at her, it doesn't look nice. And you've been making out with this woman.
Can someone pull the pin for me?
Jerry? Come on, Matt. You go. Just miss it.
For the win, mate.
What kind of putter is that? Who gave you that?
Victoria, the queen.
I mean, are we going to have
Yo, Jerry's cheating. Those Colombian strippers keep texting you.